most people go through those journeys. Something external triggers them, or something in their head is born. But not everybody goes through those kinds of transformations, or not at the extent that they quit their current job and they actually pursue a certain passion.
Yeah.
Was there like a warning sign for you that made you realize this, besides, you realizing that you're not fulfilled enough at the end of the day? Like, was there somebody from your surrounding, or was it completely internal?
Most of it was internal, and it really came to a head. I mean, there was a warning for sure. It just took me a while to understand the warning was there. So the year after I made that money, and the year after I started the podcast, so I started a podcast in 2017, all about becoming self-aware. That was my thing. I want to become as self-aware as I can. I fell in love with podcasting. So this is the first time I ever saw, wait, is this like a passion? Is this a purpose? Is this a calling?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a mission? What does this all mean? Why do I love this so much? As I was falling out of love with my job, I fell in love with podcasting. I don't want to do this job anymore because I know I don't want to do what it takes to get back to the top. I've already achieved what I wanted to achieve, and that was not the result I was actually looking for. So what happened was, it got harder and harder and harder for me to go to work. I spent months and months on the road. A lot of our contracts were out of our state. And I was homesick, and I was depressed, and I was anxious, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And it all got to the point where I was sitting in a hotel room and I was contemplating suicide because I was so miserable, and I felt so stuck, and I felt so trapped, and so much of my identity and so much of my reputation was built up in this job. And my friends knew I made a bunch of money, and my family knew I made a bunch of money. And I was just so afraid to start over. So I had that thought to myself, well, if I just take my life, I'll take all these problems with me. I won't have to start over. And that's when the mentor really started to be important, because I had a good friend who is now my business partner, who I reached out to. And I said, hey, Alan, I'm struggling, man. I'm having these thoughts. I'm 6 hours away in this hotel room. I don't know what's going on. And he said many things when I sent him this message. But the thing I remember most was, Kev, over the last few years, your awareness has changed a ton, but your environments have remained the same. I think it's time for you to change your environment.